Hey MGTOWs, this is Vincent. Having a good day, living the dream. But then again, I haven't taken my Pectisol and Panicer yet. Both of them will make you bleed out of your butt, unfortunately, if you have colon cancer. But man, I'll tell you, I think it's working. Because basically, in the past, I would still get that ache in my back, right around where my liver is when I take the Pectisol and Panicer. And then 2 hours later, you could almost set it by a stopwatch. I start bleeding pretty hardcore into the toilet. And it's my opinion that that is coming from my liver. Basically, the only way for it to really spew out its garbage, the tumor, is to dump it down into the gallbladder and then spew it into the small intestine, right? So basically, what I think is happening is that the Panicer and the Pectisol are both, as well as the vitamin C. I get it when I mega dose on vitamin C, which I do every day. Like with my coffee in the morning, I also have the mega dose of vitamin C, because I do that 4 times a day, 2,000 milligrams 4 times a day. And basically, when that occurs, I start getting that little ache in my liver again. And it's my opinion that it's disrupting the cancer and it's starting to fall apart. I used to get the same feeling in my rectum, right about here. It's like not quite the rectum, but it's a little bit above it. And that was where the colon tumor was. It's like pretty close to the exit point. So basically, I'm not getting the ache there that I used to. So I'm thinking maybe it's shrunk down enough so that it's not complaining as much. So hey, fingers crossed. I tell you, I feel amazing. And besides all of the blood, and yesterday was kind of hard because I was like bleeding quite a bit and I was like kind of debilitated. But today I feel pretty good. And now I'm going to go take that stuff again. So I will not be feeling good the rest of the day. But that's a price I'm willing to pay. Quite a disgusting display from Pelosi the other day. I'm totally revolted, but not even the least bit surprised. But at least I have almost all of my money out of their system. So no matter how badly they screw it up, it can't mess with my Bitcoins too badly. I'm enjoying the run-up. That's always nice. But I probably won't cash in anything until like late this year, like maybe fall. Other than that, I'm gaining weight. I've been so bored lately. I've been starting to do planks. Some of you guys may remember MGTOW expat. Basically, he used to live in Cambodia, and now he's in the Philippines. I'm not sure what happened, but he and Chris Cantu stopped transmitting, which is unfortunate. But basically, he was the one who turned me on to the idea of doing body weight exercises that you don't have to go to a gym for. And I'm not terribly impressed. I don't enjoy gyms. I don't like being in public. I don't like all of that stuff. The only reason I would go is like to get a sauna, because being in a sauna is very good for cancer. Right now I settle for having a heating pad on my back right over my liver, and I think that's helping too. Other than that, I'm getting into all this yuppie stuff like this kefir water. It's got like probiotics and shit in it. You know, it's like, bleh! It's warrior's drink, as Worf would say. It is, I think it's an acquired taste, but it's supposed to be really good for you and have all kinds of bacteria in it that you need. And so I'm going to choke it down and see if I can. And there's recipes on how to make it yourself. And I'm a big fan of the do-it-yourself thing. And I might just start getting into that, but I would like to find one that I can tolerate first. Then if I can deal with eating it or drinking it, then maybe I'll consider making it. Other than that, you know, just living the dream. I'm beginning to tear things down. I have a lot of stuff that I want to get rid of. Like I've got so many tools. I've got like duplicate tools, you know, that I used to have for home and work. But now I don't need so many tools. So I'm going to have to try to get rid of some of that and decrease the amount of stuff that I'll have to get rid of this summer before I go full time. And I'm just still strongly considering going full time in the truck camper for about 7 or 8 months until I find a place I want to settle down. With cryptocurrencies and the way they are growing, and Bitcoin, of course, you know, it's like that is like 99% of my holdings right there. Crypto holdings, that is. So basically, you know, going forward toward the end of the fall, I would not be surprised at all if we hit 40, 50, 60 grand. And if that's the case, my money worries, if I have any at all left, will be over. So guys, if there's any MGTOWs out there who wants a few things, like, do you see that router up there on the top shelf? That's a pretty good router. I've got a nice Korean War vintage, kind of rusty wood stove, which is pretty handy. And you can like set it up in a fireplace inside an apartment or whatever. And that could be an alternate heat source for emergencies. That's the reason I got it. But I never even used it. It was just one of my preps just sitting there. Other than that, I've got a lot of stuff to get rid of. Got to get rid of this table saw. Jeez, so much stuff. And then once they really are right when they say that your stuff, you know, you own a lot of stuff, it ends up owning you. But I tell you, if you live a minimalist lifestyle and you decrease the amount of stuff you need, then you could get by with just like Bitcoin, like the Bitcoin Meister. He has, to his name, he has Bitcoins and a suitcase, and he runs around doing conferences. I got to hand it to him. That is a very, you know, when you have social anxiety disorder like me, I got to say, I take my hat off to that guy. Always meeting new people and being in new places and not having something that is like a shelter of your own. You're running all over the place and staying in Airbnbs. It's got a lot to be said for it, but man, I don't know. Maybe I'll be closer to that when I am living in the truck camper. But I've got to have some tools, guys. My hand is not complete. I always tear up when I say stuff like that. My hand is not complete unless I've got some tools in it. My hand is now complete. Man, I feel the power when I hold these freaking things. Yeah, that shout was spontaneous. That's how it is with tools and, you know, mechanical things. And me, it's like, it's almost like electricity. It's like, you know, it's like you can feel something coursing through your blood when I have, I'm tearing up when I'm working on machines. Oh man. Probably have to get rid of my air compressor as well. And basically I just want to push it down, drop it down, get bench grinder, drill press. Gonna decrease my my surplus stuff to the point where I can pick up and move really quickly and really easily. And of course, as soon as this friggin' rain slows down a little bit, maybe maybe I can do some work on that newer Dodge Ram that I just purchased. There's the tailgate for it. I mean, it's a nice truck and I really like it, but it's more of a young man's truck because it's got that loud header exhaust, and it's one of those real look at me trucks, you know. And I like it, and it was fun for a while, but I kind of want to quiet it down a little bit. I am 55 years old after all. So other than that, you know, just living the dream, running around, you know, just I'd like to run around a little bit more and fix some more things. If anybody has anything broken, let me know. If you live in this Western Washington. And yeah, it's always nice to do a little outreach and actually meet other MGTOW in person. That was really rewarding when I met the other MGTOW that I was telling you guys about. And it was an easy fix, just a voltage regulator, you know. And it's kind of cool because I can do some things along these lines that are so easy for me and so hard for a lot of other people. And so, you know, it's all a matter of what you're interested in. And they've got things that they can do that I can't do in a lot of situations. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still alive and I'm still working on the cancer, and I think I'm making progress. And in about 2 weeks, I'll go get another CEA test. Still going to get the vitamin C megadose IVs. And my next big job, or my next big task, I believe, is gonna be to do my taxes. I got tempted to buy a couple of hotel stays and some gift cards and a few other things with Bitcoin back when Bitcoins were pumping to like 14,000 last year. And basically now I have to, you know, claim it basically. So I'm going to do it as right as I can and claim all the things that I spent Bitcoin on. And then if I do get audited, it will be unlikely actually, because any difference that the auditor could make would not be enough to pay for his wages to do the audit. So chances are I will not get audited. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go, and don't get married. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to add to this before I forget, and I did forget. I'll just have to connect the two videos together. It's my opinion that all of these supplements and possibly even the prescription, who knows, they could be granting additional immunity to viruses, because, I mean, this is just a guess. I'm a diesel mechanic, not a medical expert, but I haven't gotten a single cold since I got cancer 10 months ago, right? And generally, I mean, I was working part of that time too. And almost immediately I was megadosing on vitamin C as soon as I even found out about it. Before, you know, as soon as the colonoscopy revealed the cancer, before I even went to the oncologist for the PET scan and all that, I was already doing the alternatives. I was already megadosing on C, taking turmeric and you know, a bunch of other stuff, and doing the fasting. And I think that, you know, what I'm taking, considering that I haven't gotten a single cold in 10 months, that is an indication to me that this routine might be giving some additional resistance to virus infections. And we have a pretty famous virus coming down the line too, which is that whole coronavirus thing. I think it's like 95% panic, you know, and 95% unnecessary panic. But, and people are dying, but, you know, a lot of those people are probably ready to drop anyway. And it's just a matter of how healthy you are and how lucky you are to be, you know, naturally resistant and, you know, what you're taking. But if you look at my cancer medication regimen from like 2 videos ago, you could, you know, you might want to consider printing it out, and just in case this whole coronavirus goes really crazy and it actually is something like like the Omega Man or something. That was a good old movie. Okay, that's about all I got for you. And as I've already said, don't get married. So my other one is peace, freedom, and prosperity. That's the MGTOW way.